Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a piping hot cup of coffee in your hand today. Today, we have the Lumary Smart Deck Lights. I actually have 2 boxes of these. We're only going to show you 1 box. Obviously, it's the same exact thing. There's 6 of them in each box, and these are rated IP65 waterproof rating. If you have not watched my videos on Lumary products already, I have a ton of videos already up on the channel. And just like all my videos, top link in the description box below of this video will be these exact same lights where you guys can read more about them. Pick them up yourself. Top link in the description box below. Let's get straight on into it right here. So right here we have our instruction manual, quick start guide, and a remote control. Remote control obviously has all your features, night mode, on and off, different colors, RGB, scenes. It does take 2 AAA batteries. I don't believe this comes with it, but we'll check. And all of our mounts as well for installation. And then your big user manual right here, which isn't too big, but that's just gonna show you how to pair them up in the app, etc. Because I already have a bunch of their other products, it's super easy once you've already done it. Okay, all these lights are gonna be the same, so let's just take a look at one of the lights. So this is what the light looks like here. We have a very nice kind of a steel, I'm not sure exactly what that material is, but it feels like steel and it doesn't feel chintzy either. That's really nice. You got your screw holes here and here. The top of it right here is the same as the exterior portion here, and then your LED diffuser light right here. So your light is in here, but there's a diffuser on the outside so you can't actually see the hot spot. Flipping it to the interior portion, your wire goes down right here in this little nook right here, so it sits flush, or of course, just drill through and come out. Now these are 12 to 24 volt, so you'll need to wire them appropriately. Now with wiring, you are going to need a low voltage transformer to be able to go from here where I am in the States, 110, 120 volt down to 12 or 24. So you do have a couple different options, but you're going to need that transformer. If you know what you're doing, you potentially could use a laptop plug for your outsource. That's what I'm probably going to do for the quickest installation to show you guys before I do hardwire these in for the final get-go when I do redo my deck in my full remodel. So again, each light is going to be like this. So just understand how to appropriately wire them. So they give you screws, they give you little insert hooks and wire nut caps as well. Let's install them. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I've connected the lights. Now I only have 3 connected, and forgive the temporary install I'm going to show you, but I'm just going to show you the basics and then show you what they can do. Now you're going to have to do your own research and figure out what kind of power supply you need. I'm actually using a laptop power supply that I spliced, used some cable connectors. Again, this is just temporary for this video, but I do want to show you some install techniques. What I would do is, instead of coming down with your wire this way, I mean, you could do it and kind of cable management it like that. I would actually drill through your deck, pop your wire through, and then screw it in so there's absolutely no cable. If you don't feel like doing that, I mean, you're going to be putting screw holes in your deck anyway. I'll leave that up to you, but that's what I would do for a more permanent install. I would align where you want to put it, drill a hole in the middle right behind this, slip your wire through, connect it with cable management, and then screw that in. That way you see no cabling at all. Now again, I have 3 down over here, and I actually had to switch over different power supplies. It looks like a laptop will be able to power up 3 of them. I tried the other 2. I might have had my wiring wrong, but I just wasn't able to get my other 2 to work. So I'm just going to show you the 3 on the end right here. This one still needs to connect to the app. These 2 are nice and warm. That's what I want them on. But again, we're going to show you the different options here. So again, you will need a power supply. They do come with these. It depends on how you install them. There is like some waterproof silicone in there, and these are waterproof nut caps. I'll leave it up to you if you want to be using those or some thicker ones. It depends how many wires you're running. You might have to get a bigger wire connector and make sure that it is waterproof. I'll leave that up to you once again. But they do look very sharp on the edge of your deck. A very nice finish to them once again, or on a wall sconce or something like that, a backyard waterfall, your deck, etc. Because again, I already have a lot of Lumary devices, it automatically syncs it to my app because I already have the app downloaded. downloaded, and it says it right here, discovering devices, add. We're going to go ahead and add those. Lumary Smart Deck Lights, they're being added right now. And of course, we can change the name of the lights in the app, and I'll be showing you some really sweet features with this. So I have renamed them back deck lights. So this is a 0%. And you have your scroll wheel inside the app, or I can slide it over to more of a lighter color here. Forgive a little bit of wind here, but each individual light is controlled individually. So you'll pair it up to your app, each individual light, and then you name it whatever you want. So this one's going to be back deck middle. This one's going to be back deck right. And let me show you what we use. So we're on the middle one right now, and I'm on blue. So I'm just going to slide it over to a warmer tone. And again, you can match all these. You can group them together, etc. So see how this one is more of a bluish tone, and then you have yellow and yellow, more warmer. I personally like warmer. Okay, coming back in here, back deck right, and then you come back in here. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that one over. As we can see, let's go ahead and do it live right here with you. So I slide it over, and a little hard to tell on camera here, but you will when it goes back to a warmer tone there. So that is your wheel for the warmer tones and more bluer tones, or more of a middle neutral tone, as we can see there, for more of like a hyper white light. Then you scroll the wheel to the right, and this is where you have your reds, blues, and greens. So let's go down here to green for that one, and then again you can group them together, or come back into your main menu and do the same exact thing on every single individual light. For Christmas time, red, green, you guys get the idea. Go ahead and click that one back over, and that one over there as well. So now we blend in beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna wait till the wind dies down and it gets dark, and we'll show you some more cooler features. So remember, you do have the remote control as well. Follow the instructions to bind them all together. So now when I hit the power button, it lights up here, and power button again, and it dims and then turns off there. You also, of course, can do all your functions like you can the app, but the app, it gets a little bit more in depth. This is just kind of a more quick option here. Let's go ahead and hit scene, and it will turn it down a little bit, almost dimming it. Now these are dimmable as well. We'll wait till dark again to show you that, but I did want to show you, here's the next button for scene. They turn hyper white, and then more, and then they come back over to a lighter color there. So we'll go ahead and hit the off button right now. We'll be back with you in a little bit. Now, you might not use the remote control all the time, but just letting you know where I am in the country, sometimes internet can get a little splotchy. So having a remote control inside your house so you don't have to go out in the snow is very nice. Okay, and when you turn them back on, they are on the last setting, even with the remote control that you turn them off. Let's check out the lights shining down right below here, a nice hue, very clean. Let me go ahead and back it up a little bit here. Now, of course, you can dim these as well, but not over the top bright, but not too dim either, in my personal opinion, which I really like. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to the more nice little earthy tone here. So there's the difference between the two right there, as we can see. And then there is your more warmer glow right there. Alrighty, let's go ahead and show you a couple little cool features. There is kind of the color function, again, individually controlled. Let's go ahead and head on over to this one here. We'll go ahead and maybe check out a blue there. So there's your different colors, as we can see here. Now you go over to Scene, which is the second one in the app, and you can go ahead and tap on some of these, and then it will go ahead and just do some different scenes. Now it's just doing it for this one here, but you can group these together, of course, because again, they are individually controlled, or group them together and whatnot. They also go over music as well, so whatever the microphone of the app picks up, it will start blinking. So I'm speaking into it right now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So it kind of gives a little bit of a glow for music mode. And we'll go into some more settings inside here in just a second here. Of course, you can turn it off, or like I showed you with the remote control, turn them all on and off at the same time. And there we go. Back to my favorite personally there. Again, very subtle. That would light up your back entry just beautifully. And I do want to show you this since I am back here. This is the Lumary landscape lighting for trees. I absolutely love these lights. watch my full tutorial video on these lights. Absolutely stunning. So check out that product as well. Coming up here from the top portion, this is the illumination downwards of the deck here. So again, if you're going to be mounting these on a wall, so let me pull back here to my outdoor sofa and fire pit here. So this is with the light on. Let's go ahead and cut the light off. And of course, you're looking at the porch light right now, but let's go to the edge here. As you can see, the nice ambient light penetrating down off the edge of my deck. Very, very nice. Now, just a heads up on these lights. These are Bluetooth enabled. So when I go into the app without my Bluetooth on, it wants me to turn my Bluetooth on to be able to use them. Enable Bluetooth on your mobile phone. So that's just a little heads up for you here. So unfortunately, these are not going to be smart device enabled with your Amazon Alexa or Google Home Assistant because they're not Wi-Fi, they're running off of Bluetooth. That's why you do have the remote control as well. So they're a little bit different than their typical products, which are all Amazon Alexa, Google Home enabled and Wi-Fi, not Bluetooth. Now, a way around that to make it smart, just get yourself like a Kazia outdoor smart plug that's waterproof rated to communicate with your Google Home or Amazon Alexa device. So after I re-trigger my Bluetooth, then I can go ahead and function them as normal over the app. So just a little heads up for you on that one. Let's go ahead and look at the settings now I promised you, as we can see right here. Now you can plan these. You can add a plan. Of course, it will have to be connected to Bluetooth. So you could do some sort of maybe bridge connection that has Wi-Fi that shoots off a Bluetooth signal. Don't quote me on that one, but just giving you a heads up. So of course, you can plan, you can schedule, you can do a timer, rhythms, power on behavior, and then the Lumary button right there just takes you to their website. Let's hit on power on. So this is kind of cool here. This you can toggle on, turn off the lights and dim. You can have a little bit of a delay, etc. Do not disturb. 2 consecutive physical power on switches to turn the light instead of one standard. So you can go ahead and play around with some of these settings here to make it suit your personal needs. Once again, overall, I like the more warmer color myself, but you could totally do it whatever you want. And up here are going to be your favorites. So you go ahead and store your favorite, and then instead of toggling this, you just simply hit the proper favorite, and then top right is where you would customize whatever you want to name it. Well, folks, overall, very cool lights with some cool features. Once again, top link in the description box right below the video will be these exact same deck lights where, again, you guys can read more about them, pick them up yourself. But just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I am making a video about. But if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, please go ahead and purchase on away. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on the way out. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, as well as tech-related DIY project videos. Once again, top link in the description box below are going to be your lights. We'll see you on the next video. My name is Chris.